Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's your friendly neighborhood farmer Raznac, and today we're gonna try something a little different. I'm just gonna play the game. No fancy scripts or stories or characters or I won the lottery, and none of that stuff. I'm just gonna play the game. I'm just gonna pick a map, I'm gonna pick some mods, I'm gonna load it up, and I'm just gonna go. I'm going to talk to myself, pretend I'm talking to you, throw in some music, do a little editing, and just see how it all turns out. And I think what we'll call it is my farm sim story. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's your friendly neighborhood farmer Raznac, and today we are on Greenhills Estate by Jampot72. This is a map for PC or Mac that you can get at the farmingsimulator.com website or from the in-game mod hub. And I kind of got a different idea for my little farm sim adventure that we're gonna go on. This is gonna be kind of a chilled, relaxed, but fun playthrough. I'm trying to get myself inspired back into doing some content for Farming Simulator. I'm sure you've noticed, and I'm sure it's been frowned upon, but I've been kind of away from farm sim other than the streams, and I've been looking for something that excites me or something that was different, and well, I got an idea, because we're going to be making some growing green on Greenhills Estate. So my plan is we're gonna do like almost like a textiles from field to factory experience. We're gonna grow cotton. We're going to raise sheep for the wool, and we're going to grow hemp to make hemp products like, hemp clothing, and the same with the cotton and the wool. All that stuff's going to be used in a production stream to produce the end products that we're actually going to sell. We're not going to make much money off of our farm products. We're actually going to get into the production side of Farming Simulator. That's the goal of this playthrough. So if that's something that you might be interested in, I hope you stick around and watch the series. I don't know how long I'll be doing this. Again, cotton farm. I want a large cotton farm up and running, because you're going to need a lot of acres for that. We're going to have the sheep, which are pretty easy to take care of, just a little grass work. And then the hemp is actually greenhouses, so that's actually not too bad to take care of either. Then all the production elements. And at the end of it, we'll see how much money we can make with this experience. And like I said, I'm on Greenhills Estate. This is a great map by Jampot72. It's a kind of one of those no man's land, build your own world kind of map, and you can see it is green. There is green everywhere. It's just a giant emerald grass of goodness. There's a few little areas here on the map. There are some little spots where kind of like little places where you can shop and sell your goods and so forth and so on, and we're going to be expanding that. We're going to start down here in the southern part, which if you play in New Farmer, this is actually where you start, but we did the start from scratch. I really like this yard. I like what he's done here. It's overgrown, kind of. It's old. The fence is incomplete. The fence is, parts of it have fallen in, and he's done a really good job at capturing that whole build your own farm experience. I think it's pretty cool and nice how he has that. But We only have $500,000. We're playing on hard everything, and we're already $200,000 in debt. So it's going to be a little tough going at first. So the episodes that I make may involve many hours of gameplay, just kind of chopped in until things kind of get picked up and excited. There's actually soybeans in the ground here. So the question is do we till these under? Or do we actually harvest these? I mean, even if we rented a harvester, we're not going to get much from them. All right, squirrel moment. Let's get to work. Let's figure out what we're going to do here. I kind of have an idea in my head of what I want. But you all know how those things never quite work out. We need to start... we can't plant any cotton yet. We can't plant any cotton. But we can do grass. And like I said, let's just go ahead and buy this up. And poof, half our money is gone. I mean, we can borrow more money if we want to. Which we're probably going to be maxing out that loan. So I think the best thing to actually do is to have a nice grass field. For the sheep. To feed the sheep. I think that would be a nice thing to do. But I also have the animal grazing in. So I'm tempted to clear these trees here and put down a sheep pen right here in this grass area and just let them eat the grass that we have and then save the fields for planting cotton, which I don't think we can do until February. We can't even put cotton in the ground for months and months, so this field's just kind of like there, not doing anything. But if we don't spend money on all the equipment to do it, then we're really not losing anything. Like I said, this is going to be a little different. So what I'm going to do is we're going to clear all these trees out of here, get rid of all these trees, just using the lumberjack mod. I'm not going to cut down each one of these using actual equipment because you really don't get much money for these trees. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of money in them. If it was all a bunch of those tall spruces and stuff that we could sell to the sawmill, it may be worth our while to do it, but with these, it's not going to matter. So, you know what? We're just going to buy a chainsaw, and we're just going to chop down trees. That's exactly what's going to happen. We're just going to clear all these trees out. We may leave a select few just for decorative purposes, but then again, we can always plant our own where we want. So we might just clear out all these old trees here. And yeah, I'll see you when that's done. Well, all the trees are cut down, and I was gonna go ahead and build out some stuff, but you know what? We need to clear this land. We need to clear this land. We need to bush hog away the grass and the bushes, so we can kind of better see what we're doing. Is what we need to do. I just happen to have this fancy little rotary mower installed here. In fact, gotta run over these bushes. Oh, there we go. Now it's gone. Had to clear it off. But yeah, we're just gonna clean this up real quick, and then also we can bale up this grass for the sheep later on. We can go ahead and turn this into hay and bale it up and all that kind of stuff, and that way we got feed for the sheep when we get the sheep. Because I'm still thinking, I'm racking my brain on whether or not I want to. Do I want the sheep, or do I want to go ahead and get into the hemp production? And the more I think about it, I think the hemp production will actually be a faster way to get income quicker. It'll start producing, those greenhouses will start producing right away, so we'll be able to sell the hemp, and we can get into that fairly cheap, and then we have more money for more dirt, so that we can plant more cotton in the spring. And that's my idea. So let me get this this all kind of picked up and cleaned up. Like I said, we're gonna mow it, we're gonna ted it, we're gonna bale it. We'll get the bales stored away, and then yeah. And then we'll move on from there with our next steps You know what that means, don't you? You know what that means? I think just a little tiny video montage. Just a tiny one. Just a tiny, tiny little montage. Here we go. Just like that, we were done. Mowed, tedded, windrowed, and baled. Wasn't too bad. And now was the perfect time to break out Scooter's sweet little mod. This is his Bush Hog. Rotary flex wing. Comes in both case or John Deere colors. And it's a really cool mod. As you can see right here, it mows, it also chops down the bushes, it has like that neat little grinding sound when it goes over heavier objects. You can take out stumps with it, even small trees, and I thought it was a great little tool to clear this hedgerow between these two fields, because we had plans for them in the near future. You'll see more of that later. All right, that is finished up, and surprisingly, we got a nice. Oh God, if I could use a bale fork, we actually got a nice little stack of hay going on. Oh my gosh! Gosh, this is so. You know, you think he would edit this stuff out so that nobody would make fun of him, but that's the whole fun of it, right? That's the whole fun of it, is being made fun of. You know that's what you love to do. You love to pick on old Raz. Yeah, things are starting to kind of clean up. I'm really enjoying this playthrough here. I just love how it's all old and beaten up and crusty, and then we're just kind of cleaning it up. As you can see, we got a nice little stack of bales here. Now we're looking at what? 15, 16 bales times 8. I mean, we're looking at over 100,000 liters of hay that we have now, which will work out perfect for our little farm that we're going to start with. You know, the tough thing is we just don't have tons of money yet. That will improve. So yeah, we got 1, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 15, 16 bales times 8. I mean, it's 104,000 liters of hay ready to go from this. I actually got more hay from the surrounding cut than I did from this cut, so definitely was worth doing that. Definitely was worth doing that. All right, so I put a little video in of me mowing this hedgerow, so it's gone, and what we'll do is eventually I just don't know. I mean, I have 3 acres of soybeans. They're not going to yield that great because I have precision farming installed. So I mean, I'm so tempted just to plow these under. I just don't think they're going to make us enough money for the least cost of a harvester. I just don't think it's worth it. So that's probably what I'm going to do once I get this yard built over here. We're just going to make one big field right here. We're actually going to square up these edges. We'll just run the field. One nice big field. Because my OCD can't stand it, we'll square up this edge. I think I'm going to keep this area here, though. That way we've got some hay production. Not tons, but some. And eventually we'll get another field. But with that 104,000 and with the grazing animals mod, we should be okay. Should be is the question. All right, so now we get to build. That's what we're going to do. We're going to actually build this out. I'm going to put in a few different things. Probably going to spend most of our money right now. I'm not going to really touch over here just yet. I actually have plans for that barn. Maybe later in this episode or a different episode. We'll just see how much time I have. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to build a nice little area right here. And I thought the best way to do that, is in time lapse. I truly do. A little music, and I may narrate a little bit, a little voiceover as I'm doing it. And just so that you're not here forever watching me make decisions on what kind of building I want to place. So yeah, let's fire up the tunes. And let's build out something I got going on in my mind here. Let's do it. Let's get to it. So first I'm just going to start with painting out kind of the edge of the property where I want it. I'm going to test some spacing. Make sure the road that came in the map kind of naturally lines up. Oh, the good old F4 trick. Just to kind of space things out, you can use that. Gonna drop in, got our shed, gonna drop in a sheep stall now. I was hoping there was room for two, but there's not. We need some bale storage, also some pallet storage. Some water. Gotta have your water. Here comes the hemp greenhouse finally. I'm gonna drop in some trees, a few little decorations. Now for the fun stuff. Paint, paint, paint. The trick I found is try to avoid right angles. Just kind of want to naturally flow. And the more imperfect it is, it seems like the better it always is. And just add imperfections. Just makes the world a little more immersive, at least for me. Some people like nice, neat, clean, straight lines. I like straight lines, but I like them to be a little messy too. Just different ways of doing it. Oh yeah. Now we're just really messing stuff up. A little grass here and there. Some rocks maybe. And just kind of use foliage around structures. Just make them blend in more. Gotta have lights, man. Gotta have lights. And now time for all the deco stuff. I'll drop stuff in here, but then I find myself doing other stuff later on. I'll just have this idea of like, oh, you know what, perfect thing goes there, like back there. So put some stuff in the back of the property line. Just add some junk around the farm. And a few trees here and there. Now we're going to place some stuff actually inside of the shed. Repair trigger, just some more decorations, and that's it, guys. Build is done. Alrighty, I think we are finished with this phase of the build. Yeah, I think I like how this turned out. I'm fairly happy with how this has turned out. This part of the farm is still, this is gonna be kind of like phase 2 of the construction. This is what we started with. In fact, I even put like this bin here just for funsies. That's where we dump all of our junk as we're cleaning up the farm, as we tear out this old fence, or even maybe probably patch this old fence to save money. Probably actually just put pieces of new fence in. But yeah, I kind of like this phase of the farm. We've got a nice, shed storage area, big enough for everything that we're going to need. We can fit a tractor in there. We're probably not going to buy a cotton harvester for a while, just because the cost is prohibitive. It's just probably better off leasing a cotton harvester for a while. But yeah, we've got some nice sheds here. I put a little ramp so that we can work on our equipment back here in the corner. I thought it matched these drums, and we put this little thing down. We put a little workbench down, just for stuff to have. And of course, the gate's open. I just like this shed. I thought it was a very nice shed. It's well lit. We have our, of course, our pressure washer. I'll need to paint in a little more right here. Some gravel, mud, stuff like that. Because this is our fuel tank. This is where we actually fill up our fuel. And in fact, we'll just go ahead and buy like 500 liters of fuel. That way we have some fuel in there. Costs us a little bit of money. Of course, a little junk pile back here. In the very beginning, and I narrated through it, I actually measured 4 squares off. And if you hit F4, you can actually have a measurement, a form of measurement with these grids. So that way I can later on, I can, take this stuff to the scrap pile, and I can add some silos here for different products. The Meridian bins, we'll be able to use that. This fancy little device here, this is a water distribution place. It's actually a factory, but what it does is you fill it with water, and then you can distribute out automatically, so that I'm only hauling water to this, and then it gets distributed to any of my greenhouses I have on the map. So that's a handy little doodad. We've got our greenhouse here. This is our hemp greenhouse. We'll be growing the green stuff, making the green. It takes water, manure, solid fertilizer, and seeds. So we'll be filling that up here shortly. And then this is for future expansion right here. And of course, the seeds, the fertilizer, everything gets dumped in here. And like all things, life got in the way. I had to stop, go deal with some family stuff, had to take care of some chores. The kids needed me. All the real life things that you have to take care of sometimes. And when I came back, I was like, I feel like plowing. So the next day, I come back and I decided it was a good time to merge all these fields, put these fields together into one nice big field later on for cotton. And that's where we continue the rest of the story. We got to go do some stuff real quick. Because of this greenhouse, I actually need a place to sell the product. And so we're actually going to go into town here just real quick. We're going to fly over here. While we're at it, you can kind of take a nice look at the map. It's a beautiful map. It is green. And there's just so much room to expand and build. And I really like maps like that. We're going to have a lot of cotton. Some huge cotton fields are in my future. As long as I don't get distracted. Okay. I like this little part of the map. We'll go ahead and pull this up and I'll show you. There's a little spot right here you can buy for 10 grand. and we're gonna go ahead and buy it. Cost us $10,000. Got an empty lot here that we're gonna have to clear eventually, but then we have a nice little lot right here. And with that, we have to actually put in a sell point for our hemp. We need a hemp market, is what it's called, where we sell our hemp and hemp seeds. And eventually there's an actual factory for the hemp. I will show you. There's two of them. There's a big factory right here that produces all different kinds of stuff from your hemp and hemp seeds. Produces like clothing and chocolate and all different kinds of stuff. And then this is the tailor shop that makes the hemp clothes, and we'll be getting into that eventually, but for right now, because we just don't have the money and I don't want to borrow tons and tons of money, we are just going to put in this little place right here just for us to sell our goodies, and so we have a market for our hemp. That's all I wanted, was just a place to market our hemp, which we'll gonna do like this. I probably should have put some other stuff back there, but you know what? It's okay. This is the quick and the dirty. This is the quick and the dirty build here, and you just kind of, it's an underdeveloped part of the world. There's not tons of stuff. We can actually do it to just be kind of fancy. These are kind of expensive, 2,000 pop. There. Now we got our nice little hemp market put in, so that we have a place to sell our stuff. Yeah, easy enough. Of course, we had to put our mailbox in. Had to have our mailbox here. There's the flag. Right, put just back in right here. Maybe trigger, maybe. Oh, it costs money. Oh my gosh, we're gonna go broke. I thought this was a free tower. Oh well, I guess you can't have everything for free. Oh man, that's gonna be brutal though. This is gonna be absolutely brutal to pay for water. But I guess in real life we would pay for water, right? Or electricity or something like that. I guess. Oh, whatever. $730. I guess we're not going to fill that water distribution tank for now, unless I can find a place that's for free. There might be free water somewhere, but in the meantime, I guess we'll just go ahead and put some water here in the greenhouses, because there is a map on the, there is a pond right here. So, it could be free water. We'll have to go check. Let's go check it. Let's go check it real quick. Yeah, let's go. The moment of truth is upon us. Is it free? Oh, yes! Score, baby! I didn't even think about this pond actually being free water, but it is free. Oh, epic. So that water tower would just be for decoration. We don't need it. We don't need it at all. Let's go. Let's go. Just gotta back her in and get some of that poopy. I forgot this one has a really cool cover mechanic. Z. Slides open. It's so cool. So cool. Back up here. And we should be able to just... We only need 20,000 though. Close enough. 'Cause I think that's all my The hemp only takes 20,000. 20,000 of manure. And I don't want to overflow it, because then I just have manure sitting on the ground. That's all we need. Let's close our cover so we don't get poopy all over the road. So our neighbors wouldn't like that. A little bit of poopy poking out. Just a little poop. Just a little bit. Alright. Let's head back to the farm. And if this all works as designed, we just put the poop in the hole. Poop in the hole. And then we get to do the exact same thing with our seeds and fertilizer. I like this trailer. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Alright. We'll just keep on driving. And now we are dumping the fertilizer. Oh, $25,000 worth of it. I don't, seeds cheaper. And the final piece of the puzzle, the seeds. Oop. With that, we should be able to turn on the hemp greenhouses and start growing that green stuff, baby. And we got it, you know, making green on Greenhills, growing green. I think I've got everything. Open production menu. Yep, we have water, manure, yep. Activate. Activate. Look. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna laugh because, well, we got a grow house now. You know, we're growing the green stuff. It's you know, it's hemp. It's for CBD oil. You know, it's for lotions. Make some clothing out of it. You know, there's nothing going on here. Nothing to see. No judging. It's yeah, I think I'm gonna have to post security for this grow house. I'm never gonna be able to leave. The locals will have it emptied before too long. Yeah, that's it, man. That is the greenhouse. Nice, nice, nice. Success. All right, let's we got that up and running. Let's go ahead and get our sheep. We're gonna go ahead and grab some sheep, and we'll get those going. And like I said, all of our fields are prepped now. Well, kind of prepped. I'll do some. I mean, I'm gonna pick up the stone and I'm gonna put down lime and I'm gonna do all that other kind of stuff. But the last thing for today is let's go get some sheep. It's very spooky. This map. Very spooky. What's that? Oh, it's just cicadas. Yeah, the critters mod makes it so spooky. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Got this load in right here. Get out! Get out, sheepies! We'll lower it. Open the gate. Back in here. Magically, this fence would disappear because, you know. Select and move to husbandry. Boop, boop. And there we are. There's our sheeps. Look. 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 We have sheepies. They're already appreciating our little. You're not. That's not to land. You're supposed to. You silly animals. Silly. Let's just take a moment. Appreciate the beauty. Fireflies. All around. I love this Critters mod. This thing's so cool. Little cicadas. Should be the owls. And other stuff. And you never know what you're going to find in the bushes just waiting for you. Right here! Ah! I'm just joking. Let's get the water. And kerplunk. It's filling. The moon's over. I mean, look, the night views again. Like I said, man, this is so cool. I actually like working at night now. It's pretty wild. Still filling. It's done filling. Let's go. Let's feed, water the sheeps. Water, is it watering the sheeps or give the sheeps water? I feel like when I say watering the sheeps, it's like they're planted in a box. And it's like, I'm going to go water the garden. But I guess we're watering their... whatever. Alrighty. And that's that. The sheeps are being watered. Is there a water plane there? Oddly, there is. It fills from left to right. That whole tank of water turned into this little splash. Just a little splash of something. Oh, they're eating. Look at you. Listen, let me give you a word of advice. There's some people in this world that would do you harm. Okay? Alright? I'll put some pictures up so that you know who to look out for. Okay? Alright. Bye, sheeps. And goodbye to all of you. That's it for this one. We're signing off, I think. Who knows? Who knows? I guess we'll go get more water. At least that's what I'll be doing. I don't know about you. And that's it for this one, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. That was about, I'm thinking almost 9 hours of gameplay spread over 3 different days. And I just kind of sat down, I played, and I recorded, and this is kind of the end result with the editing. And I hope you enjoyed this type of video. I really enjoyed making it. It was relaxing, it was fun, and hopefully it translates well to a good video experience for all of you. I thank you so very much. We're going to continue this journey of my farm sim story. We have a lot of plowing to do, and planting, and rock picking, and cottons, and we got sheep to feed, and hemp to haul, and buildings to build, and so much more that I want to do playing this series. So you'll have to tune in next time for that. And if you could, drop me a like button. Alright, everybody. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.